Hear ye, hear ye. 'Tis Shakespeare Day this April 23. Shakespeare was born and raised in Stratford-upon-Avon, where his home is now part of an exhibition, which is open for public tours, and Shakespeare lovers come to see where he grew up and lived with his wife Anne Hathaway. William Shakespeare was one of England's greatest poets, dramatists and playwrights, and he is still, after centuries, loved by many people. The English language contains some of Shakespeare's most well-known phrases, like good riddance and wild goose chase, but Shakespeare has inspired the world and cultures in many ways with his work. The Globe Theatre was established in 1599 on the south bank of the River Thames, but the theatre was destroyed in a fire in 1613 and was rebuilt a year later. Today, Shakespeare's Globe sits just 230 metres from the original site, and the public are able to see his work being performed. The theatre is said to be a perfect replica of the original building, and people can watch his plays and experience the history. In the 20th and 21st century, his work has been repeatedly adapted and rediscovered by new movements in scholarships and performances. His plays remain highly popular and are constantly studied, performed and reinterpreted in diverse cultures and political contexts throughout the world, consisting of approximately 38 plays, 154 sonnets, 2 narratives and a few other verses. Last year, drama groups including the Huddersfield Thespians performed excerpts of his plays, including Romeo and Juliet and A Midsummer Night's Dream, and many schools and young drama societies get involved to replicate some of his most famous pieces of work. Shakespeare Day means anyone can get involved, and even businesses like EasyJet have found ways to commemorate one of England's greatest writers, with one of their aircrafts called Romeo Alpha Juliet. Shakespeare Day remains an observance day, but it also coincides with the UN's World Book and Copyright Day, which is a fitting tribute to writers everywhere. And some of Shakespeare's most recognised words and phrases, like in sonnet, has inspired many writers all over, who still look at his work for inspiration. This year marks the 401st anniversary of Shakespeare's death, and there are many ways to get involved on April 23rd. Shakespeare's birth date and cause of death still remains a mystery, but the world will not forget his inspirational words, and people will continue to replicate, relive his work and be inspired by England's greatest writer. This is Emma Brown reporting for Kirklees Local TV.